Todd Gutner is here with a look at your forecast, and you know, Maine's a huge state. Sometimes some people get it, sometimes some people don't, and southern Maine, we're the target area kind of this time, right?
It's like a candy bar commercial.
Thank you.
Right?
Should I? Are you hiring Hershey's?
Which candy bar was it? I forget.
I have a lot of favorites. Butterfingers, Hershey's. I don't know which one you're referring to, but.
Do you like a nut? Sometimes you don't. It was almond
they
joy.
got nuts.
Yep,
All right,
okay.
well, we gotta get back to the news.
Wow, they do. Look at that. They just threw the graphic up. They're like, you guys get off TV. All right, Jess, we'll talk a little snow here. Alfred, 5.5 inches. Gorham, Saco, 4 inches. Portland, 3.5. And that just came in, too, from the Jetport about a half an hour ago. Lewiston, this observation came in just about 30 minutes ago, too. 2 inches of snow on the ground from this storm system. In some areas, didn't perform as well as we thought. In others, it's actually making out pretty nicely. Notice how little snow is falling across Maine right now, though. So you're right. In a lot of places, they're not getting what they want. A lot of people want some snow up north, not seeing it right now, but you'll see some later on. To the south, along the coastline, we have persistent snow bands working in off of the water. What's happening here is winds out of the north, off of the land where it's colder, meeting winds out of the east, off of the water where it's milder. The moisture then rises, it cools, it condenses, and you get persistent snow. This is going to be ongoing through the afternoon. I think the intensity is going to let up a little bit, but every once in a while there'll be some bursts here and there, and that's going to keep the roads a little slick, even into the afternoon and probably the early evening, too. I'll close in a little bit. This is where the steadiest of the snow is. Greater Portland, back through the Jetport. There's the Jetport right there. Main Mall out here, too. You go back into South Portland and cross over the border into Cape Elizabeth, some steady snow. All the islands out here in Casco Bay. Here's Long Island with some steady snow. And Chepegue, Cushing, back into Yarmouth and Cumberland and Falmouth, Forsyth. Now, this will kind of shift down to the south and get into York County this afternoon, but there'll still be some flurries kind of floating around even into the early evening. Temperatures, plenty cold enough for snow, but there's still a little moisture in this snow. So it actually makes a good snowball, as Chris Costa just showed us off the top of the newscast. Probably good for snowmen, too, if you want to do something with the kids after school. Really cold up north. Temperatures are in the teens. That's key, too, because when we get a little snow later on tonight, it's going to be fluffy and powdery. And it'll accumulate pretty efficiently. You might get about 3 inches later on tonight. There you go, 3 o'clock, still dealing with those flakes along the coastline. 6 o'clock, same sort of thing. And then overnight tonight, we're going to watch this next little band of moisture work in. This is an upper-level disturbance. It's got a little juice to it, a little punch to it, a little energy, and it'll produce a band of steady snow with some moderate, even heavy snow little bursts in it, too. And they may sneak back down to the Portland area by 3 o'clock in the morning, but most of the action should be north of Portland in places that haven't seen much snow just yet from this storm system. And then this is 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. The snow showers are still falling, so it'll be a slippery commute for Bangor and points north. And then they're gone really quickly. We'll pick up the story there at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. Watch this. Poof. They kind of just disappear. By the afternoon, just clouds and even some sunshine poking through. And that'll be the beginning of a really long, quiet stretch with mild temperatures expected and a fair amount of sunshine, too. We should be up near 40 degrees Friday, Saturday, and even Sunday, too. So snowfall, not from today's storm, but from tonight's, should lead to about 1 to 3 inches across northern Maine, probably about an inch, inch and a half in Bangor, up to an inch in this little strip right here from the western Maine mountains to the foothills, perhaps including Lewiston, Auburn, sections of the mid-coast and down east areas. And right now, just flurries in the greater Portland area, but I would be shocked if you have to go out tomorrow morning and use the brush to kind of sweep off like that much snow on the windshield, something like that. Here's the marine forecast from the Weather Service. Small crafts are up, seas 5 to 8 feet. East winds 15 to 20 knots with gusts as high as 30 knots, but it should diminish as we head through the afternoon. So we continue this slow and gradual taper to just flurries by the end of the day, and then we get that next round of snow for northern Maine tonight, which will also taper to flurries tomorrow morning. Much brighter by the afternoon, and then getting warmer on Friday, Saturday, Sunday there. You can see temps will be right around 40 with a fair amount of sun. They won't be perfectly sunny days, but we'll have a partly sunny sky or a mix of sun and clouds. Next week, a little colder Monday night, and our next storm coming in Tuesday. There are some strong signals that that's going to be a wet storm, but I'm thinking that there'll probably be a little ice at the start. Anytime you get rain in the winter, you're always going to deal with at least some ice.
Yeah.
So we may have a little